Ella woke up earlier than usual. For once, it wasn't because Adrian slammed a door, took a call, or paced the living room the way he always did when something bothered him. No, the penthouse was quiet. Too quiet. She sat up, rubbing her eyes. Something felt different. Adrian's door was slightly open. He never left it open. Not even by accident. Ella walked closer, hesitating at the doorway. She didn't want to invade his space. Even though they were technically married, his room was the one place she treated like a sacred line she shouldn't cross. But today, she peeked in. And froze. Adrian was sitting on the edge of his bed, elbows on his knees, fingers pressed to his forehead as if trying to hold himself together. He looked exhausted. Not physically, emotionally. "Adrian," she whispered. He didn't look up. But he didn't tell her to leave, either. That alone scared her. Ella slowly stepped into the room. "Are you okay?" A long silence. Then a quiet, rough voice. "I'm fine." It was the kind of fine that meant not fine at all. Ella walked closer and sat beside him, not too close, but close enough for him to know she wasn't going anywhere. "What happened?" He let out a humorless breath. "My father," he finally said. "He wants me to sign documents today transferring part of the company to my cousin." Isn't that normal? Family business. He's not doing it for family. He's doing it because he thinks I'm losing control. That I'm distracted. That I'm... He stopped. Ella waited. He turned his head toward her slowly, his eyes tired, but clear. "He thinks you're a distraction." Her breath caught. "Oh." He studied her face for a moment. "And he's half right." She blinked. "How?" He didn't answer immediately. That alone made her heart skip. When he finally spoke, his voice was low. "Because I've been thinking about things I shouldn't think about." Her chest tightened. "What kind of things?" He looked away, the first time she had ever seen Adrian avoid eye contact. "I told myself this marriage wouldn't get messy," he muttered. "No emotions. No attachments. Just 2 months." He laughed under his breath, not happy. "But every rule I made, you're breaking them without even trying." Ella's fingers curled on her lap. "Adrian." He stood abruptly, as if he needed distance to breathe. "You make this place feel less empty," he said quietly. "You make me feel less empty." Her heart dropped and soared at the same time. "But I can't afford that right now," he added. There it was. The wall he lived behind. Ella nodded slowly, even though it hurt more than she expected. "I understand." "No," he said softly, turning toward her again. "You don't." He walked back to her, not touching her, but close enough for the air to shift. "I don't want to push you away," he whispered. "But I don't know how to let you close either." Her voice trembled. "Then what do you want me to do?" Adrian hesitated. He looked at her with a softness he had never shown anyone, not even himself. "Stay," he said finally. "Even if I don't deserve it." Ella felt something warm, painful, and hopeful rise in her chest. "I can stay," she whispered. "But you have to meet me halfway." His jaw tightened, then he nodded once. "Okay." It was one word. But something shifted between them. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Quietly. Honestly. And for the first time since their marriage began, Adrian wasn't the cold CEO. He was just a man trying to figure out how to let someone in. Ella woke to the smell of something she didn't expect. Food. Real food. Not coffee brewed by Raphael. Not breakfast trays ordered from the chef. Not the usual silence and footsteps in the hall. Something warm. Something homemade. She blinked, sat up, and listened. A soft clatter came from the kitchen. "Adrian?" She slipped out of bed, brushed her fingers through her hair, and walked toward the sound. Halfway there, she paused. The sight in front of her stealing her breath. Adrian White, the Adrian White, was standing at the stove. In sweatpants. A plain black t-shirt. No suit. No cold expression. Just a man flipping pancakes with way too much concentration. Ella tried not to smile as she stepped closer. "You cook?" He didn't turn around immediately. But she saw the corner of his lips lift. "I can make breakfast," he replied. "Not well. But it's edible." Ella laughed softly. She had never heard him use the word edible before. He finally glanced over his shoulder at her, and the way his eyes softened made her heartbeat quicken. "You're up." "You woke me," she teased. "Good," he said simply. "Good?" She didn't know what surprised her more, the cooking or the honesty. Adrian placed a pancake on a plate and slid it toward her. "It's not perfect," he said, "but it's a start." Ella took the plate, still staring at him. "Why are you cooking?" He hesitated. Then leaned against the counter, his voice quiet. "Yesterday. I wasn't exactly myself. A breath. I wanted to make up for it." Her chest warmed. Not dramatically. Not overwhelmingly. Just gently. "Thank you," she said, and she meant it. They ate together at the kitchen island, the air between them calm, warm, almost intimate. She watched him from the corner of her eye. He wasn't cold. He wasn't distant. He seemed human. "Ella," he said slowly, breaking the comfortable silence. "Yes?" "I meant what I said yesterday. I'm trying." A pause. "And I will try harder." Her heart fluttered unexpectedly, and she looked down at her fork so he wouldn't see her smile. "That means more than you think." He held her gaze for a moment, his eyes unreadable but no longer closed off. Then, the elevator dinged. Adrian stiffened. Ella turned. Raphael stepped out first. And behind him, wearing sunglasses inside a building, too much perfume, and a smug smile. Vinyl. Adrian's ex. The woman who broke him. "Hello, darling," Vinyl said sweetly as she strutted toward them. "I hope I'm not interrupting your little breakfast date." Ella froze. Adrian's jaw clenched. Whatever peace they had built that morning suddenly felt fragile. Very fragile. Vinyl's heels clicked loudly against the marble floor, each step filled with confidence Ella wished she didn't notice. Adrian didn't move. He didn't welcome her. He didn't smile. He didn't even pretend. He just watched her with the same controlled expression he used in business meetings. Except this one had a sharp edge Ella had never seen before. "Vinyl," he said calmly. "Why are you here?" "Oh, Adrian," she sighed dramatically, "don't be cold. We used to be much closer than this." Ella tried to stay quiet, but Vinyl's eyes snapped toward her. "And you must be the charity case wife." Ella's fingers tightened around her fork. Before she could respond, Adrian's voice cut in. "She's my wife. Watch your mouth." Ella blinked. The kitchen fell silent for one long second. Vinyl raised an eyebrow. "So you're defending her now?" "Correct." Adrian stood straighter. "And she doesn't need defending from you. She's done nothing to you." Vinyl scoffed but recovered quickly. "Oh please. We all know this marriage isn't real. You're just doing this to keep your position. Enough." His tone wasn't loud, but it was final. Ella swallowed. She had never seen anyone shut Vinyl up. But Adrian just did it with one word. Vinyl tossed her hair. "Well, I came to talk. Privately." "No," Adrian said instantly. She froze. "No?" "No," he repeated. "Anything you need to say can be said in front of her." Ella's breath hitched. In front of her? He wasn't hiding anything? Not even from his ex? Vinyl's fake smile wavered. Fine. She crossed her arms. I want us back. Ella's heart skipped. Adrian didn't flinch. Not even a blink. No, he said. Vinyl stared. You don't mean that. I do. You proposed to me. You loved me. I loved who I thought you were, he corrected calmly. That woman cheated on me and left. I don't want her back. Ella looked down, unsure if she should even be in the room for this. Vinyl stepped closer to Adrian. Too close. Adrian, you're confused. This temporary girl, she waved at Ella, isn't you? You're a man of power, discipline, focus. You need someone who understands that. Someone like you? Adrian asked quietly. Yes, she smiled. He shook his head slowly. You think I'm the same man you left 7 years ago, Adrian said. But I'm not. I'm better. Stronger. His eyes flicked briefly toward Ella. And I don't want you. Not anymore. Ella's breath caught again, but this time, warm. Not cold. Vinyl saw it too, and her expression twisted. So this is about her. Adrian didn't deny it. Vinyl laughed, sharp, bitter. This girl? A spoiled model who fell asleep in your penthouse? Really? That's your upgrade? Ella went still. Her cheeks warmed. Not with embarrassment, but with hurt. Before she could defend herself, Adrian stepped forward, blocking Vinyl's view of her. You don't get to talk about her, he said quietly. You lost that right the moment you walked out. Vinyl's eyes glistened with anger. You'll regret this, she spat. No, Adrian said, voice calm, almost relieved. I regretted wasting 7 years. But I won't regret letting you go. Vinyl stood there for a few more seconds, furious, defeated, humiliated, then turned sharply and stormed back to the elevator. The doors closed. Silence filled the penthouse. Ella looked at Adrian hesitantly. You didn't have to defend me. He turned to her, eyes softer than she had ever seen. Yes, he said. I did. Her chest tightened painfully, beautifully. And Ella. She looked up. You're not a charity case, he said, voice steady. You're the only person here who isn't using me. Her throat tightened. Before she could speak, Raphael cleared his throat quietly. Sir, Mr. White is waiting for you downstairs. Adrian didn't turn away from Ella. Tell him I'll be down in 5 minutes. Raphael nodded and stepped into the elevator. The moment they were alone again, Adrian exhaled slowly. I'm sorry she said those things, he said. You didn't deserve that. Ella shook her head gently. It's okay. It's not. Their eyes met. And for the first time, Adrian didn't look like her cold CEO husband. He looked like the man who was finally choosing her. Even if he didn't know it yet. The elevator ride down was unusually quiet. Not uncomfortable. Just filled with unspoken things. Ella stood beside Adrian, her hands clasped together. She wasn't sure what to say after what happened upstairs, after he defended her, stood in front of her, chose her. Adrian's eyes stayed forward, but she could feel the leftover tension in his shoulders. Not anger, something calmer, protective. When the doors opened, Raphael was waiting by the car. Adrian opened the back door for Ella. He never did that. She blinked, surprised. I can open it. I've got it, he said simply. No attitude. No cold tone. Just a quiet insistence. She slid in, and he followed, sitting beside her instead of in the front like he sometimes did when he wanted space. Raphael started the engine but didn't speak. He knew better than to ask questions. For a few minutes, the car moved through the city with nothing but the sound of traffic around them. Ella stared out the window until Adrian spoke. "Did she scare you?" His voice was softer than she expected. Ella shook her head. "No. She just surprised me." Adrian's jaw tightened slightly. "She won't come near you again." Ella looked over. "You can't control that." "I can," he said quietly. "And I will." A warmth spread through her chest. "Dangerous, but gentle." "You don't have to protect me from everything," she said softly. "I know," he replied. "But I want to." Her breath caught. He almost never said things like that. Not so openly. Not without thinking 10 times first. She swallowed. "Why?" He looked at her for a long moment, too long, before turning his gaze forward again. "I don't know yet," he admitted. "But I don't like seeing you hurt." Ella's heart fluttered, and she turned back to the window, hiding a small smile. The rest of the drive was quiet again, but different. Softer. Safer. When they reached White Enterprise, reporters stood outside with cameras flashing, as always. Raphael glanced back. "Sir, it's a little crowded today." Adrian didn't hesitate. "Ella gets out with me." Her eyes widened. "What?" "No, I don't need." "You're my wife," he said. "You walk with me." She wasn't used to being seen at his side. They usually kept distance in public for the sake of their contract. "Are you sure?" she whispered. He looked at her, steady, certain. "Yes." Raphael stepped out first. Adrian followed, then turned and offered his hand to Ella. A real gentleman gesture. A real husband gesture. Ella hesitated only a second before placing her hand in his. The cameras went wild immediately. Adrian didn't let go. He positioned her slightly behind him, shielding her without making it obvious. Reporters shouted questions. "Mr. White, is it true Vinyl Brown visited you this morning? Mrs. White, how is married life treating you? Is the company facing an internal dispute? Are you two acting as a couple or is this just a show?" Ella froze. Adrian leaned closer and whispered, almost against her ear. "Don't look at them. Look at me." She did. And suddenly, the noise faded. He guided her past the crowd, his hand warm around hers, his presence steady and grounding. Inside the lobby, the moment the doors closed behind them, Ella exhaled a shaky breath. "Are you okay?" Adrian asked. She nodded. "I am now." A small, rare smile tugged at his lips. "Good." He didn't let go of her hand until they reached the elevator. Even then, he released her slowly. Reluctantly. As the doors closed, Ella felt her heartbeat steadying, the morning flashing through her mind. For the first time, she wondered. Was this still just a contract? Or were they slowly becoming something else?